Tonight, Australia's 30th Prime Minister, the country's 7th leadership change in a little over a decade. He prevailed in a battle brought on by Peter Dutton and a cohort of Conservative agitators who couldn't stomach Malcolm Turnbull. In the first round, there were 3 contenders: Dutton, Morrison and Julie Bishop. She was eliminated, so the party room then went to a runoff vote. Scott Morrison emerged victorious, 45 votes to Peter Dutton's 40. The final act in this momentous week took place a short time ago. Scott Morrison went to Government House at Yarralumla to be sworn in. He was accompanied by his deputy, Josh Frydenberg. The Governor-General, Peter Cosgrove, presented them with the official documents and administered the oath of office to the 2 men.
I, Scott John Morrison, do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of Australia in the office of Prime Minister, and that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Australia, so help me God.
This evening's swearing-in marks the end of a chaotic week that will go down alongside the 1975 dismissal as one of the most extraordinary episodes in Australian political history. National Affairs correspondent Greg Jennett.
And here's Daisy, and here's Alice and Lucy.
Parting such sweet sorrow. But this was sweeter than most, with a loyal family, Jumping Jack Jr, an appreciative staff and new burdens to bear in life as a doting grandfather.
Thank you all. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Here you go. Do you have the numbers? Have you got the numbers, Mr. Dutton?
A funereal procession of 85 Liberals had come to bury the Turnbull Prime Ministership.
The only tip I've got starts to beat Newcastle this weekend.
The end was predicted, but it didn't happen in a predictable way.
The successful candidate was Scott Morrison.
A divided party room had opened a gaping hole down its middle.
And was it upwards?
Into it fell Malcolm Turnbull, his deputy Julie Bishop and his challenger Peter Dutton.
My course from here is to provide absolute loyalty to Scott Morrison.
Out of it sprang the next Prime Minister and his Liberal deputy Josh Frydenberg.
How are you feeling?
What Josh and I are here to tell you, as the new generation of Liberal leadership, is we're on your side. That's what matters.
Strictly neither had connived with the assassin's knife, but now both set about mopping the blood from their party room floor.
Why your party removed a sitting Prime Minister?
Well, you're looking at 2 people who did not do that today.
Land care under parching droughts, the Prime Minister's first priority. Next comes care of party,
Which has been bruised and battered this week.
And once Malcolm Turnbull leaves Parliament, a by-election in Wentworth.
I look forward to my first electoral test.
Tested and torn in a week of turmoil, Liberals are at least talking about downing their weapons.
They will take the party forward as a next-generation leadership team.
In defeat over a family lunch, Peter Dutton's lost the stomach for fighting too, but holding no regrets either.
I only ever nominated because I believe that I was a better person and a person of greater strength and integrity to lead the Liberal Party.
The wrenching, ruthless infighting and brinkmanship continued all the way up to the moment of the spill. But the Dutton defeat marked a massive miscalculation by Conservative forces. They may now talk of healing, but actually achieving it will take every ounce of leadership skill that Scott Morrison and Josh Frydenberg have. That and an amount of goodwill that's been impossible to find here all week.
Vengeance, personal ambition.
But those conditions are endemic and deadly to the body politic, and the infected will remain long after their victim.
They wanted to bring the government down. They wanted to bring my Prime Ministership down.
It worked, and an extraordinary adult life spent in the public gaze, only part of it in politics, is over.
I want to thank the Australian people for everything they have done for me. It has been such a privilege to be the leader of this great nation.
I, Malcolm Turnbull.
So it ended where it began, and as brutally as any other of our time. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.